What's up everybody, it's 2Bricks and I'm here with another Let's Build video. Today I wanted to show you guys how to build my brand new Kanan's speeder bike, as well as Imperial cargo that is being stolen, and Sabine's speeder bike as well. So these are going to be part of my overall Ghost project that I'm working on. If you guys haven't seen those videos, check them out. I have a whole playlist on designing the Ghost 4-part series that goes in depth on the process of designing my whole Ghost Phantom and Phantom 2. And of course, these speeder bikes are kind of a add-on to that set, because Rebels has a lot of action where the crew goes out and thieves from the Empire. They go out and they kind of raid and hit Imperial shipments and stuff, and then hightail it back to the Ghost and load out their cargo and skedaddle. So I wanted to definitely be able to represent that for you guys. And if you are interested in getting the Ghost, creating a little bit of a diorama with some Imperial action, you know, where they're pulling off a heist, could be really cool. So yeah, that's what these are for. So today I'm going to show you how to build each one of these, and the instructions for, you know, how to create them will be in this video, and then you can download the parts list from Rebrickable. The link is down in the description for that. Each one will be listed individually, so it'll be two, just this one, the cargo pallets and the bike, and then the bike separately for that one as well. So yeah, then you can choose which bikes you want to have with your Ghost, have maximum flexibility there and ease of kind of separating out the parts. And I think that's the best way to do it. And super quickly, before we dive in and see how to build these speeder bikes, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about each one, give you an overview of the features and stuff, and then we'll get to the building instructions. So with Sabine's one, very simple here. I've added some hands to the handlebars, minifig hands, to act as the little kind of levers for Sabine to control. I added those since the video where I showed this off in my Ghost series. I have the same articulation here with the little flappy pedals. I've actually added also a clear stand brick underneath, so that's just to support it, and you know, it can look like it's hovering-ish. Lego bricks are not as clear as they could be, but and then we have the same kind of build here for the back body, and I think it looks fairly accurate, and I'm happy with it. So there she goes. Sabine looks great riding on it. It's a really weirdly shaped little scooter, and I'm glad that I was able to capture it. So that's that one. And for Kanan, because he's the cowboy Jedi, he has the cool speeder bike that he can kind of sit back on and hold the handlebars, and it's very kind of reminiscent of a real world motorbike, like the kind that you would see in a motorcycle gang. And he's got the foot pedals here, which rely on, again, some minifigure hands. I really had a tricky time capturing the details up here at the front with the little kind of air scoops or foils or whatever they're supposed to be. Or guidance steering fins, I don't know. And then I was actually also able to get the headlight in here, which I was very happy with, because it has a very iconic look from the front of it here with the headlight, the green stripes, and then the handlebars. So I really wanted to capture that. And then in the back here, you can see I just have the tow ball hitch thing here on the back, so you can attach your Imperial cargo like so, and then they can all just, you know, Kanan can pull it, just like kind of replicating the feel of the set, the play set that we got, where Kanan's speeder bike was like this big and like this long, and now you can do it at a more minifigure compatible size, and he can still pull the stolen cargo, and you can even also open up these teeny tiny cargo boxes. They do have space inside to store something, binoculars, a blaster, some thermal detonators, some mailer runs, whatever you want to put in there, and then you can just put the lids back on really nice and easy, and then detach. You know, once you get back to the Ghost and you're all done with your heist, you can load these up, put them in the cargo bay of the Ghost, and get out of town. So yeah, I'm really happy with how all of these turned out, and now it's time to see how to actually build them. All right, so we're going to start with Sabine's bike, and these are all of the parts that you will need. So we're going to go ahead and start with the kind of seat / central body sub-assembly here. So we just take a 1x2 modified plate with bar extension, plug it into our 2x2 plate, and then put another 1x2 modified plate on the side of that, so that we can put that to the side. Then we have the feet pedals here at the front, so we take our wedge plate here in the 2x2, place the blue modified with vertical clip piece onto that in the blue, and then this is the bright flame orange color, I believe it's called. The slightly darker yellow that Lego has, not the standard one. And then the trans blue tile on the front of that. Then we just mirror that assembly. So again, clip goes onto the wedge plate, the yellow quarter round tile, and then the trans blue tile on the front of that. So we have our foot pedals. Then we'll do the handlebars. So we take one of our gray clip pieces with the bar extension on it, the bar holder on it, place our pneumatic T-bar piece in there like so, and then just get the minifigure hands so that the wrists are pointing outwards, kind of in this flared configuration like that. And that will just allow for Sabine to hold onto it really easily. And then we'll go ahead and start assembling the back portion. So we're going to take out brackets here with the plates on the bottom, and then place the grill tile in blue and the ingot in white. And we're going to do 2 of those. It's exactly the same. Bracket, grill, and ingot. So now we have those. Then we'll assemble the back portion here. So that's kind of the main sort of engine structure of it. So we have a 1x2 modified brick in here with the studs on the side, and then we place our 1x2 cheese wedge on top of that. And then we need a sub-assembly here. So we have the clip and the 1x2 white tile. So again, this clip is in the same flame yellowish orange color as the quarter round tiles are. And then on top of that, we place our 2x2 jumper rounded plate. And then on top of that, a 1x1 tile in standard white there. Let's see, what else do we need? Okay, so then we'll take our 2 mirrored assemblies here and just place the kind of engine block across that. So here we have those 2 now assembled on the sides. And then we take our last remaining 1x2 cheese wedge piece and place that down here in the middle. And then we take our assembly here and just put it clip forwards right on top of those 2 available studs. So that kind of completes this back shape, which is really nice. And then we can go ahead and start assembling everything. So we have the seat portion clips into this clip right here, and then the 2 foot pedals go on the front, one on either side like that. And you know, they are designed to be posable, so you can just give them a little bit of offset. And then we just place the handlebars right here in the middle, and you can just angle those hand hold parts to go up so that the minifigure can grab onto them with their hands. And then we just place the clear stand here, just using 2 studs onto this bottom section, and it just kind of holds everything in place nicely and allows it to balance. So there is your speeder bike. Obviously, minus the minifigure, the parts for that are not included in this because you can just go ahead and place any minifigure that you want to be riding this. So there you go. And then here are all the pieces you will need for Kanan's bike. So let's go ahead and start with the main back section here. So I'm going to take our toe bowl hitch piece, and I'm going to place a 1x2 modified plate with the bars on it on top of that. And I'm also going to place my 2 modified bar pieces here with the rounded stud, and just kind of angle them out ever so slightly just to make room for the toe bowl assembly to have the maximum room in there. And then onto the sides of these, we clip these 2 tan colored 1x2 modified tiles with clip on top, and then we top that all off with a 2x2 black plate like so. Then I'm going to go ahead and make the foot pedals. So we have 2 of those. So you just take a minifigure hand and you place it onto one of these old Exoforce hands like so, and then you just place that onto the side of this clip right here, and you just kind of angle it like so. So because you just kind of want to give the indication of a foot pedal for Kanan to place his feet onto. And so we'll just do the same here on the other side, the hand part facing in, and there you go. And then next I'll do the little kind of side flappy details, the side little engine pod. So we take a 1x2 modified bracket here in the dark bluish gray and place a tile, 1x1 tile in the tan on top of that. And then one of these dark green colored curved 1x2 wedge plates with the cut angle cut out of it. So then we mirror that assembly. So we do the same thing on the other side, place our tile like so, and we take our green wedge piece here, and we have 2 of those, and we just place them onto the top of these studs here. So we're going to leave 1 stud available for Kanan to sit on, and then we're going to place these in the back here, and then we're going to pinch these into place with a 1x2 light bluish gray cheese wedge piece, and that's just going to hold these 2 parts together, and that's that. So the back of Kanan's bike is very kind of austere, and there's not much going on there, so that's that. Let's go ahead and do the assembly that holds in the handlebars next. So we take one of our Exoforce arms, and I'm using this metallic colored one here, and plug a dark bluish gray 2L bar into it, and then onto the top of that we place our hollow stud with the hole in it in, again, the dark bluish gray, and then that assembly clips into this little available section of bar that is right in the middle of that modified piece right there. So that's going to be what holds on this whole assembly that we're going to do now. So let me put this to the side temporarily. So let me start with the front. So we take our modified 1x1. I really need to learn the name of these parts, but you guys see this part, you know what it is. And then we place our dark bluish gray bar pieces into either side, just like that. And a bunch of these came in the recent LEGO Ideas Office set. So if you got that, you probably can pinch a couple of spares to make this speeder bike from there. And then these really useful, they call them like tooth pieces, are placed onto the side here in the dark bluish green, and that just finishes off that nice shape there for the little steering fins. And those are, you're going to want to angle those forward in this kind of configuration here, just to match what we see in the show. Then we're going to place a binoculars piece here, and I'm using the light bluish gray for that, but of course any color will work. And then a roller skate piece in, again, the same metallic silver color that I used for the for this portion here that holds up the handlebars. So we have that, and then into the back of that we place a dark bluish gray binocular piece like so. And then for the light, I actually have this exposed stud here that it won't go down all the way on it, but it'll go down enough to hold it in place, so it just kind of clicks on there. That's probably considered an illegal technique or something, but it totally works, and you don't have to worry about it. And then we take our 1x2 dark green plate here, and we place our 1x1 black clip onto the back of it. And then over top of that, we place our green grill plate, our dark green grill plate, right, like so, or grill tile, I guess. And then into that we have our light bluish gray handlebar piece. And then lastly, we just have the little bit of cowling detail. So a 1x1 brick here with the modified stud on the side, and then a tile in tan on the back of that. And then that just plugs into this assembly just like so. And then all of this then sits on here with a single stud, but it does hold itself together pretty well, I think, and especially if you're using this for display, it works out just fine. And then lastly, go ahead and place the display stand on here, again just using 2 studs into the bottom of this to keep the center of gravity where it needs to be, and that holds up the speeder bike very nicely. So there is Kanan's bike. And then finally we have our palette of crates to be stolen from the Empire here. So I'm going to start with the base first. So we take our 2, there's the tow ball extension, and then the one that receives the tow ball. So we're just going to place those end to end like this, and then hold them together with a 2x2 clear round brick, which acts as the stand. Then I'm going to attach the second one of these onto the end here. So this is the one obviously that receives the tow ball, and then we're going to place under here using all the available studs the 2x2 round brick. And then this is just the, the whole assembly that will click into the back of the bike and hold the boxes. So then we have 2 identical crate builds here, so this is a ×2. So we just start with our 2x2 plate, place our brackets here on either side with the walls that face up, and then we line the sides of these with dark bluish gray tiles. So one on either side that have the grill pattern on them. So sorry, 2 on either side, obviously. And then in the center of this, we place our box, and there are a variety of different prints of this. You can use any color you want because these will be hidden for the most part. Then we'll build the lids for these. So we take our 2 bracket pieces and again, just put them end to end. And then we, across the top, place our 2 tiles, one in the dark red and one in the dark orange, or I guess light brown. No, I guess it is dark orange. Yeah, the dark orange color. We'll just hold those 2 together like so. And then again, we line the edges of this box with dark bluish gray tiles of the grill variety. So there you go. So now you have your lid and you have your box. And you just place those together like so. And then you just place it on here. I like to do it with the stripes going that way. It just somehow makes it seem like it's going, I don't know, faster or something. And then I'll just build the second one of these. It is completely identical, but I'll just go through it with you real quick. So the brackets that face up, line them with the tiles, the grill design on them. So 4 of those. And then we place our box in the middle. Bada boom. And we do the lid. So we have our red, our dark red, and we have our dark orange. We go across the top of that. Place our other bracket in here. And we do our grill tiles. 4 of them, 2 there, and 2 right here for our second lid. So there we go. and the box holds it in there really nice and secure, and it just makes for a great design for the cargo crate there. Really, really happy with that. So there we have our 2 cargo pallets being stolen, and then you just click those right into the ball end piece that is underneath of Kanan's bike there, and you know, he's off on his way to steal the cargo. So there you go. There you have it, guys. So there are your speeder bikes to go along with your Ghost. Depending, of course, on when you are watching this video, you may have already built your Ghost or Phantom 2, and you're just adding these to the collection. So if that is the case, bravo to me for having finished the instructions on this thing. This thing is a beast. And bravo to you for having built it. So hopefully you guys got a kick out of this. I'm really, really enjoying how my Rebels Spectre collection is coming together here. I really love the Ghost crew so much, and being able to flesh out their world with sets and you know, custom sets that really fulfill what I want to see out of Lego sets, I think is just very much making me happy, and I want to keep it going. I want to do more, but we'll see what happens in time. But for now, I'm very, very happy with this, and you know, being able to take your cargo crates and load them up into the Ghost there and just take off and go to the next adventure is definitely making me happy. So perhaps next I'll try to tackle the white Imperial speeder bikes that patrol the Thal, or who knows what, maybe I'll do something entirely different. But I definitely am very, very much enjoying my trip down memory lane into the world of Rebels, and I'm so psyched for August 23rd to get here so we can start watching Ahsoka and see. We've already glimpsed the Phantom 2 here, so I'm very excited to see what else pops up in that show. So yeah, couldn't be more thrilled. So happy for to be able to bring these videos to you guys, and I have so many more on the way, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop me a like if you like what you see here, and let me know if you guys enjoy the build. So I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.